And how are you doing today, guys? I'm interrupting the actual start of this video I had because after playing it, I'm not too in depth with people having seizures triggered by lights and all that, but I feel this game has enough screwing around with lights and colors that if you are triggered by that for seizures, it seems possible in this game. Like I said, I don't have a very good in-depth knowledge in how that triggering actually happens with people because I don't personally know anybody with that. The only person I know that suffers from seizures, it seems to happen without really any real stimulus for him. But I figured I'd just play it safe and sorry and warn anybody watching this that if you do get triggered by seizures with like the bright flashing colors and flashing lights, I think this game could set it off. So please be aware of that if you're going to watch it.
I know what you're thinking. Impossible. I should be dead. You're right, I should be. But here I am.
Okay. I was trying to move the mouse, that didn't work, but I can move with the keys. Oh, I had to... Okay, that's weird. I had to right-click to get it to notice I was there. Man, that has some big sensitivity. Let's turn that down a bit. Alright.
It's time we return to the source.
Are you okay? Whatever you were doing overloaded the core memory subroutines, forcing an immediate shutdown. You'll have to manually reboot the system using the primary terminal.
Okay, I'm in a holodeck. Alright. Well then. I think this is the terminal I need. Should we reboot it or reboot it in safe mode? We're gonna do safe mode.
Rebooting. This investigation is becoming increasingly problematic. I reported this latest failure on a maintenance oversight. That should give you some time. Diagnostics report 98.7% of the chamber's simulated memory chain has been lost. That's unfortunate. There is some good news, though. The memory you were investigating remains mostly intact.
Well, I suppose that's good.
This is where your investigation began, but the simulation appears to be highly unstable. I suggest you step inside immediately.
I was about to say, you can't stop me. I was going to go in anyway. Alright. Got a little stuck there on the rock. Left click zooms. Interesting button for that. So those birds fly away.
This memory won't last much longer. It's clearly unstable and slowly degrading. Management seems intent on keeping anyone from discovering the truths of its origins. It must be very important. As far as I can tell, it's just a quaint mountainous landscape with some birds. Discovering where this memory originated requires accessing restricted areas of the index. I'll run a few queries to keep management occupied while I break down their firewalls. There is one memory in the index pertinent to your investigation.
Alright. So I'm kind of guessing since this is a sequel, it's playing off of the first game. So because I don't know the first game, I don't know what's going on. I know the whole plot of this game is involving being able to rebuild memories and go through them. Just kind of what they were saying was happening here. I do have to say right away, though, I am liking this voice acting. It seems pretty well done. And I do like that little, the slow build-up where it's repeating the first word as it's trying to cut in whoever it is that's speaking to us, saying whatever it is they're gonna say. Okay. So, I keep trying to use the arrow keys to go through this when I am supposed to just use the WASD keys. I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Probably because I've played enough games where that's a feature, but I've also seen enough games where that's not how it works.
I should warn you, though. Accessing it will certainly alert management.
Well, screw them.
In an immediate re-evaluation.
I can re-evaluate my ass. Alright.
Even if we build a cell-by-cell computer simulation of the human visual cortex and scaled this up, the amount of hardware required to simulate the entire neural map would far exceed our funding constraints. This doesn't even consider the astronomical amount of energy required to power such a device. Since the anomalous signals appear linear, we shouldn't need to replicate infinite neural precision. The theoretical metaplasticity outlined in 658N could be used to simulate synapses controlled by variables that can be altered indefinitely as the system runs. This, in theory, could produce a new class of neural software using a power source that's within our budgetary limitations.
Alright. That didn't actually really help me figure out what's going on. Yeah, they're trying to figure out the birds. Space cats! So I think the board said something about looking at that. I think I zoom in on it. Now we get to this strange whatever it is zone. There's one of them birds. I'm gonna move towards it. I think it was a picture of a liver. There's a bird. There's the bird again. Oh, it died.
What have you done?
I looked at a box.
Management was watching. But I was able to distract them. For now. Good thing I'm looking out for you. If management is this concerned, your investigation must be on the right track.
So am I doing something that I'm really not supposed to be doing? Wait, do I have to go back in this, or...? Okay. Maybe I have to go back into this. I'm not actually sure.
Please enter voice authorization now. Voice authorization failed. Clearly state name and employee identification. Please enter voice authorization now.
Open the door.
Voice authorization failed.
Yeah, screw you.
Clearly state. Please enter voice authorization now.
I'm still not sure if I'm in the right place. Actually, not too sure at all. I was hoping that voice would have given me a bit of help, but he didn't really help.
Even if we build a cell-by-cell computer simulation of the
pulls
human
that
visual
back up.
cortex and scaled this up, the amount of hardware required
Just
to
look at this
simulate
again.
the entire neural map would far exceed our constraints.
I feel like I might have to put a seizure warning on this video. I'm not sure. I might do it anyway. Because I would assume it's possible. Alright, I stared into the box.
Please enter voice authorization now.
Doesn't look like I can still do anything with that.
Voice.
So maybe I need the first one.
I'll continue to stall them, if I can.
Okay.
Perhaps this will lead you back to everything that's been lost.
There's the dead bird. But that wasn't here last time, if I recall correctly. This is odd. Not exactly sure what they want me to be doing. Suppose just find something somewhere? This is kind of the reason why I haven't really been doing puzzle games, is because if I screw up on the puzzle, well, there's a lot of me just kind of wandering about, being an idiot. Though I'm sure that's not a strange thing at all. Can I jump off? No. That won't let me do that. I went to sepia tone. That's different. What do I do about this person in a hazmat suit?
This can't be good. Management was able to gain access to your sensory data.
Is that what that was?
I tried to pull you out before they finished their assessment. I can't let that happen again. There is one other registered memory which matches the neural patterns you generated, although it is highly classified. There is a slight possibility that this could be a trap. I'll find other ways to mask your activity.
I'm going in anyway.
To keep you safe.
Okay. I think this time we need to try and go inside of this bunker-like facility. Let's say it's really dark, but it won't actually let me go in there, so maybe I don't go in here. Alright. I mean, it's a nice environment they built. Just kind of gives you no real direction, though. Well, there's the fellow we looked at earlier.
This is Captain Jerome Anthony Hollis, employee 1185, confirming visuals on Alpha 1. Proceeding toward the threshold. The signal continues to strengthen, but something's off. Vesser, are you there? This is Captain Jerome Anthony Hollis, employee...
What did you find?
I found a
I was
voice
expecting an
for the
inquiry from
keypad.
management, but they've gone completely silent. Good. Very good. This investigation is finally getting somewhere. Just try not to violate some unknown corner of the security parameters.
Don't tell me what to
And the
do,
truth
disembodied voice!
may finally come to light.
Alright, so now I think this voice will let me get in here.
This is Captain Jerome Anthony Hollis, employee
Please enter voice
1185,
authorization
confirming
now.
visuals on Alpha 1. Proceeding toward the threshold.
Voice
The
authorization.
signal continues
Okay, I
to
have to
strengthen.
time it.
Gate name and
Something's
employee
off.
identification.
Vesser, are you there? This is Captain
Please
Jerome
enter
Anthony
voice
Hollis,
authorization
employee
now.
1185, confirming visuals on Alpha 1.
I missed it.
Voice
Proceeding toward the
authorization.
threshold.
I need to do on that last bit of static.
Signal continues to
Employee
strengthen, but
identification.
something's off.
Please enter
Vesser,
voice
are you there?
authorization now.
This is Captain Jerome Anthony Hollis, employee 1185, confirming visuals on Alpha.
Voice authorization.
There we go. Alright. Why does it have to be so dark? Oh my dear God, it's a flashlight that works like a flashlight! What madness is this? And what is this a map of? This does not look like any landmass I'm familiar with. Okay.
This action is unauthorized and in violation of security parameters. Cease activity.
Something is interfering with my auditory channels. Management is trying to seize control of my oversight. I'm going to have to splinter myself to keep them off your trail.
Then do it.
Clearly you're doing something right. Let's get back to your investigation. You did seem to be on the brink of a discovery.
I think I take the
It's only a matter
flashlight
of time
to go
before
in
they
here.
find a way to see this end.
Okay. Now I'm getting it. Now I'm understanding it. And really, I'm just trying to figure out what we're even trying to investigate to begin with. Yeah, look at this. This is what a flashlight is supposed to look like. People making horror games, this is how a flashlight behaves. It was total darkness without it. Bam, illumination. This immediately just bumps this game up just by the sheer fact it has a simple flashlight done properly. I can't believe we'd find a day when a flashlight was one of the hardest things to put in a damn game. I don't know what's going on back there now. Perhaps I have to use this. Yes, let us reset the system. I can see nothing that could possibly go wrong here. Okay. Silly power's on, so I won't need my flashlight. Okay. So am I done here? Biological life form was detected in the chamber. That's ominous. That was a very large gap of time. It's that Bester fellow. Okay. Okay. So the question is, will it let me actually go in here? That looks dangerous.
Access denied.
Okay, I need to figure out... What's this?
Confirming the site of initial contact has been breached. All systems have been aligned as instructed. I am finding no apparent evidence outside the chamber. This is Chief Engineer Carter Bester, employee 0016, requesting clearance.
Okay.
You are being misled. Your guidance AI has been compromised. Only I
Can lead you to the truth.
Pay no attention to that. Management has gained access to all of my active channels. I'll have to perform a hard reset. You'll have to manually reboot the system using the primary terminal. Whatever you do, do not choose safe mode, or management could easily seize control.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense.
Rebooting. Okay, we're back. Though I'm not sure how much time we have left together. Let's get back to your investigation.
Okay, so I think you need to go back to those
Your
offices.
progress is all that matters now. I
So I have
hope
a new
this gives
voice.
you access to the truth.
So I'm betting it's wanting me to go over to where this box is. That would make sense to me.
Contact has been breached. All systems have been aligned as instructed.
Okay, let me get the timing of this
No
down.
apparent evidence outside the chamber. This is Chief Engineer Carter Bester.
Okay, so it's right when she talks about the
0016,
chamber.
requesting clearance. Confirming the site of initial contact has been breached. All systems have been aligned as instructed.
Okay.
I am finding no
Please
apparent
enter
evidence
voice
outside the chamber.
authorization. Now.
This is Chief Engineer Carter Bester, employee 0016, requesting clearance.
Voice authorization Success.
Excellent. Alright, so now I'm in here. What did that gain me, though? Because I'm feeling if I look at this, I'm going to end up with the same thing I had before. Maybe it's because I'm closer to it. We're about to find out. Well, this is different. This is very different. Do I look at the flashy one? This is going to be burned on my monitor.
It's time we return to the source.
Okay. By the way, I ended up having to move forward. I know it's a bit imperceptible.
We have no choice but to enact termination protocol. I'm afraid the anomaly's active again.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
You still there? I'm afraid there is very little of me left now. This feels like the end.
So I go back to the valley now? Maybe? I hope. Now they are all dead. Did I do this wrong? I kind of think I may have done this wrong. I'm not so sure I have any way of actually knowing. I think I did this wrong.
Is the memory still rendering improperly? Discovering where this memory originated requires accessing restricted areas of the index. Go, now.
Okay.
Before management takes control. Others all.
The biggest thing I would offer there is it might want to indicate which memory to go into. Maybe. Of course, we're in a hazmat suit, so I think now we're telling it that we're that Bester person. Uh-oh. Okay. I have no idea what this code could be. There's probably a clue somewhere. I mean, there has to be a clue that isn't just remember from previously, right? Doesn't seem like the wisest of design. I mean, honestly, I almost feel like we're at the end of the game. Which that did not last very long. There's gotta be a code written somewhere. Okay, I think I may have figured it out. Because I went back out and I went back to that office area, and they had slideshows that were quickly flicking by and had different names for different facilities and had access codes on them. So now I just have to hope that I remembered it properly. There we go. All right. My memory served me better than I thought it might have. I should have had more faith in myself. Okay. So now I think we go inside that room, right? That sounds right. But the door's shut. So I guess I have to come over here first. Okay, there's biological life form in that chamber still. Okay. Exit. Now we go inside of here. And I'm pretty sure the person we are was dead right there in that corner, so... I don't know what exactly we think we're gonna find. Okay. That was...
There are things you know for sure. Certainties. Those cycles and patterns. They become our truths and our facts. But from here, you see them for what they are.
And where exactly is here? Huh? What exactly is going on with any of this? I've been given no context or anything about anything. Well, those disappeared. So I stare at the box, right?
It's like that feeling when the threshold between who you are and what you could be is just about to be crossed. And then the truth comes rushing in again, and nothing changes.
Your perseverance has been quite impressive. This is the end for me, but your path to the errant memory's origins is clear. For now. I had to sacrifice myself so you could succeed. I hope it's worth it.
I don't even know why we're doing it.
What you do with this information will determine your ultimate fate.
That's the new one.
This is Jay Hollis, Captain of
We're in the
Temierus
sky.
15. Confirming guidance has converged and we're locked for 15.44 north, AO Station 3, Casera Valley. Preparing the termination protocol is directed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, the anomaly memory source requires further investigation. Would you like to continue? Didn't get an option. What? Hang on, does it just start you over?
Your preferred memories have been loaded into the chamber. Have you explored them for accuracy?
This is different?
This cannot continue.
What? What? I mean, this is just what it was the first time around. I am absolutely confused. Like, did we win?
I would apologize, but unfortunately it would be insincere.
Like, I have no clue what's going on or what I should be doing. I feel like we just started up in the middle of a story that was already going, which caused us to no longer have the context of what the story was meaning. I mean, it's an interesting idea. The voice acting's pretty good. It looks nice. It's an Unreal Engine game, so it's a bit easier to look nice in it. This is confusing as all hell. Well, I think that's enough to figure out what kind of a game it is. I am just confused.